What's up, y'all? If you're new to my channel, welcome to Key Reactions. I'm Kieran.
It's Christina.
And we got a good one for you today. We're gonna be reacting to Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, the official teaser trailer. I can't wait to see this because 3 Pinocchio movies were coming out in the same year.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think it could be
Pinocchio.
Yeah, I think it could be a coincidence, but yeah, I believe this movie's gonna come out after Disney's live action version of Pinocchio. But yeah, from what I heard, it's gonna be stop motion, and you know.
I feel like that type of art style is becoming like extremely popular these days.
Yeah, stop motion. I think stop motion animation and you know animation in general is kind of coming on top a little bit, but it's mostly like 3D animation so far. But I can't wait to watch this version of Pinocchio. Like, we already reacted to Disney's Pinocchio, and if you haven't seen it yet, I'll put the link in the description below. I really recommend watching Disney's Pinocchio. It really is superior. It's really good. And I can't wait to see this movie. Like, I can't wait to see what this is gonna be about. Is it gonna be like, I think it's gonna be possibly based off the original book of Pinocchio.
You think?
Yeah, because Disney's wasn't exactly like the book in some ways. They kind of changed it up a bit, and you know what? I think this is gonna take place from the original book. I think. I could be wrong.
Maybe not as dark, but.
But yeah, it could take place from the original storyline of Pinocchio. It might not. I don't know. But I'm gonna have to see the teaser trailer. So, with all that being said, let's roll the trailer. Oh, the cricket?
From my many wanderings on this earth, I had so much to say.
Definitely looks a lot more
about
realistic.
imperfect
Yeah,
fathers
in a way.
and imperfect sons,
Kind of reminds me of Coraline in a bit.
and about loss.
Wait, so he lost his son?
So it's gonna be like a Frankenstein sort of thing?
I've learned that
I
there
think
are old
so.
spirits who rarely involve themselves in the human world. But on
Oh,
occasion,
so he must have lost his son and
Yeah.
he's gonna try to bring him to life again,
I want
possibly.
to tell you a story. It's a story you may think you know, but you don't. A story.
Pinocchio, there he is.
Boy.
He kind of looks a little creepy, but I'm gonna have to get used to it.
Astro Boy.
Oh,
I feel as though you've been here before.
oh, the whale.
The wooden boy with the borrowed soul.
Oh, the fairy.
His son. Fill his days
Oh,
with
excuse me.
light. We shall call you Pinocchio.
Oh. Okay, this movie looks so good already.
Oh, what a day, what a day.
And it's gonna come out on Netflix?
Crazy.
Oh, in select theaters and on Netflix on November. Yeah. So, I mean, just from looking at the trailer, I'm not entirely sure what storyline they're going with, because it looks
just
like he
seems
lost his son.
completely revamped, like,
Yeah, it looked like
Yeah.
he lost his son and he's trying to bring him back to
or
life.
at least find, or at least like, I don't think he anticipated him coming to life. I just think that he wanted just to have something, because like, you know, like some people like for example, people that have like gone through like miscarriages or like they weren't able to carry their baby to full term. Sometimes they're given like little dolls that are like supposed to resemble babies, and like it helps them cope with the loss, and like they take care of it.
Yeah, that is true. That
So-
you could be right about that. Yeah,
I
but
feel like he just made it entirely just to like have some semblance of normalcy after what I'm assuming to be the death, because like, yeah, he was sitting in a grave.
yeah, I know, but
So-
but I could be right. You could be right. You know, we all have
I don't
different
know.
opinions, but I'm kind of going with my theory. Like he lost his own son,
Yeah, that's
and
what
you know
I'm saying.
his soul could have been going into the puppet. You know, and he's like, where am I? You know?
Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like exactly like it was, because you know I don't think it's going with the original storyline.
I personally think that it's gonna follow the original storyline, but it's just giving a bit more background as to why Geppetto made Pinocchio.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's like kind of like an alternate starter in a sense. But other than that, I feel like they're gonna like follow it to an extent, although it does seem very different.
Yeah,
Like
it
for
does seem-
example, the Blue Fairy. she looks completely different.
But looking at Del Toro's version of Pinocchio, the fairy looks so beautiful. Like when I'm looking at her right now, she kind of gives me this siren type of vibe, but in a good way that she resembles a fairy at the same time. Like she looks so beautiful. Like she gives off this
mystique.
Yeah, this mystique, motherly type vibe in a way.
She almost kind of looks like almost like a humanoid phoenix of sorts.
Yeah, I think that's the direction they're trying to go. I think that's the direction they're trying to go with.
She definitely looks like someone you don't want to mess with, but she also looks like someone that's like very
who's
earthly,
very caring,
kind.
Yeah, almost like Mother Nature in a way, but yeah.
Yes.
She looks almost like a bit like having a Mother Nature type personality. But yeah, I really like her design in this version. I mean, I had no problem with the look. Like, she looked so good. Like, she looked beautiful. I didn't have no problem with it.
It also gave
she looked like it looked like she had a little bit of a caring mother type of vibe with the stop motion. I really like the stop motion technique style they're going with. It kind of reminds me of Coraline in a way.
Yes.
But yeah, Pinocchio's design I'm probably gonna have to get used to in this film. But he does look good. He sounds very unique in a way. Like I never, like in a way like it's closer to the Disney's version on how he sounded. But yeah, I bet this film's gonna be charming. I think it's gonna be wonderful. But I'm not entirely sure what I don't know if they're gonna have any scary bits in there, like the whale and possibly Pleasure Island.
I guess it's going off the cricket.
Yeah.
They're really going into like a more realistic route. And it also seems like, honestly, I find this to be a lot more charming, just the trailer alone, compared to like the original Disney film. Cause like it just kind of gave more of like a fantasy aspect to it. And it was like, it almost reminded me of like the Spiderweb Chronicles almost. It just kind of gave like Chronicles of Narnia, like it just like opened that door to like a whole new realm of like perspective and just like power. And so it was just like, it almost like gave like a kind of like a magical vibe.
Yeah, it does give off that. I kind of
liked that. It was like kind of sweet, but it was also like, whoa, I wonder what could happen. This could get dark very fast.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is the type of movie to make, like, to be a potential tearjerker.
But yeah, I mean, I have no problems with the Disney version. I think both versions are going to be good, but I kind of go for Disney's just a little bit. But it's my opinion. But I really do.
Pinocchio did look better in the Disney.
Yeah.
It looks a little rough here, but.
A little rough. Like I said, I'm going to have to get used to his design in this. But I really like the creative choices they're going with. I really like Guillermo del Toro's version in a way, like it's sort of realistic. Well, hyper realistic, but yeah, it looks very good, and I can't wait to see this when it comes out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed our reaction to the official teaser trailer of Del Toro's Pinocchio. We really enjoyed watching it with you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And until then, I'm Kieran.
It's Christina.
This has been Kiri Actions. We'll see you in the next one. Kiri Actions signing out.
Bye.